Hey, what's up everyone, Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And hopefully this is going to be a quick one, but you never know. I always go into these with just the vaguest of plans as to what I'm going to talk about, and sometimes I end up going on a tangent and just droning on for like 20 minutes. But anyway, fairly recently I made a video pointing out why usually you're given no reason when you're banned off of the big social media platforms. That one was with regards to Senran, but now it happened to Bering as well, or rather it happened about a week ago at the time you guys are listening to this video, provided you listened to it when it came out. And Bering as well was given no reason for why he was banned outside of a generic copy-paste email saying, "Oh, you violated the terms of service." Eventually, however, he did find out why he was banned because the person who false flagged him down, Fisty Splinters, was bragging about it on her Twitter account. Even though Bering used his Twitter account about as much as I do, just basically using it for video announcements and maybe a little bit of back and forth banter and posting a meme here and there, she was able to get his Twitter account removed because it was apparently targeted harassment or something that he called her Fisty. And this is actually the most important part. On her own account, she proudly posted what Twitter sent her, and they basically said, "Oh, we've manually reviewed your claims, and yes, we did find that he is violating our terms of service and we banned his ass." But again, to Bering, all they said was, "Oh, you violated our terms of service," when he asked for specifics. This is important, keep that in mind, because it also applies to a little minor annoyance I'm going through right now. This same thing applies to demonetized videos. Now, full disclosure, I can't complain too much because only the tiniest fraction of videos that I've appealed have remained demonetized. But those that have remained demonetized, I was never given a reason as to why, just that they manually reviewed it and confirmed it's not suitable for all advertisers, that's it. Comparing those videos to my others which have remained monetized, they are usually a lot more tame than the usual video. I literally can't understand what it is about those in particular that got them demonetized while the others are fine. Now, this whole thing could be solved if they just gave me some specifics, which they should be able to do since they allegedly manually reviewed them. I mean, if you're already manually reviewing the video and sending out an email saying that, okay, it's good, or nah, it really is not suitable for all advertisers, how hard is it exactly for you to point out, and this is why, at this timestamp you said this, or this showed up in the video, or whatever, and this in particular is what's making it not suitable for all advertisers. Just like with what Bering went through with his adventures with Twitter. They already manually reviewed the stuff. They responded to Fisty saying, "Hey, we manually reviewed this and we determined, yeah, you were right." They could have easily responded to Bering since they took the time to copy and paste a response anyway with, "Oh, this thing in particular is why you got banned," but they didn't. And I'm going to reiterate a little bit of what I said before. I'm going to tell you exactly why I think they did this. It's because if they give you a specific reason, you are now able to point to their double standards. And they don't want their double standards exposed to the entire world via the internet and have to deal with that PR nightmare. Hell, this exact thing is part of what's been hammering them all along. You got relatively peaceful white nationalists being banned left and right, while actually violent Antifa and BLM supporters are allowed to stay on unmolested. And anyone who's not blinded by ideology can clearly see the double standard there. So that is why they're never really going to give us any specifics, unless there's a large enough public outcry for one specific case. In my own case, if they gave me a specific reason for why one of my videos was demonetized, I could probably pull up one of my other videos that was approved after a manual review and say, yeah, but that one did the same thing but worse and it's still monetized, what the hell, guys? And they definitely don't want to deal with this. And as annoyed as I am, I can actually somewhat understand because they have a team of reviewers, probably a pretty large one, and obviously these are all different people with different interpretations of everything. For all I know, the stuff I have that remains demonetized was just reviewed by one of the cucks they have there. Or perhaps it's the other way. Maybe they intended to demonetize everything on my channel, but I've just been super lucky so far in getting based reviewers. But either way, this is something I'm actually very familiar with after going to a whole bunch of conventions over the years. They all got their own rules on cosplay and what's allowed as a prop weapon and whatnot. And I've seen it happen to the people I'm with that they got something approved at Ops and they got their prop weapons peace-bound, and basically that's approval right there. And not 10 minutes later after entering the convention, some other staffer comes by and says, yeah, you need to go change, or yeah, that weapon's not allowed, you need to go get that out of here. So they contest it, that person's superior comes down, then that person's superior goes, yeah, actually that's fine, we'll let it go. Then 10 minutes later, a different staffer, same problem. Until eventually these people just get so mad they just go back to their hotel room and drop everything off and just come back in street clothes, because I forget this, I'm not dealing with this crap anymore. And dang, now that I bring that up, the conspiracy theorist in me has to wonder if that may be the end goal of what all these social media companies are doing. But yeah, upon further analysis, I believe that is the root of the problem. Even if there is some top-level final authority on all these matters, that one individual can't hear every single case. Kind of like how the Supreme Court doesn't hear every single appeal. So in order to avoid all of this drama, most of it legit, some of it not, these companies are just opting to not give us any specifics. And it's not just bottom feeders like me either. Large million-plus sub-YouTubers have been saying the same thing. These are people that probably make YouTube millions of dollars a year. And even they're saying, yeah, I can't get an answer out of these people. They won't tell me why my stuff has been demonetized. So basically, I don't expect this to change anytime soon, if ever. So as annoying as this is, it's just something we're all gonna have to get used to and hopefully find a way to take advantage of sooner or later. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening.